Hey everyone, I'm Jake Cohen, editorial director here at Feedfeed, and today we're making one of my favorite cookies. These are not just brownie cookies, these are olive oil brownie cookies. They're so much fruitier and they're gonna be your new favorite chocolatey treat. So why would you make a brownie cookie and not just brownies? Well, that's simple. It's because I'm impatient and I want my dessert and I want it now. So these come together super quickly, only a few ingredients. As you can see, it's kind of the same basis of a typical brownie. So let's get started. We're gonna chop up some dark chocolate, about 8 ounces. I just want small, even pieces and that'll help it melt super quickly. I'm using 70% dark chocolate. That's kind of like my go-to for a baking recipe. That being said, if you are super into like the bitter, dark, rich notes of like an 85% or even a 90, you do you. We're gonna throw this right into a double boiler I have over here. Reminder, what is a double boiler? It is a bowl, heat-proof of course, over a little saucepan of simmering water. We do not want the bowl itself touching the water, so it's only being heated by the steam, and that's how you know you're going to melt your chocolate without burning it. Right in. So we are making a ganache. What a ganache is it is melted chocolate mixed with some type of fat or liquid. Sometimes it's heavy cream, sometimes it's butter, sometimes it's a combo of the two. Today we're doing it with olive oil. I'm just gonna add in a 1/4 cup of just whatever fruity olive oil you have on hand. Perfect. And we're gonna let this melt, whisk it together until it's homogeneous, and then we'll add it in. Smooth, shiny, delicious. I'm taking our flour and I'm going to whisk in the rest of our dry ingredients so it's nice and incorporated before we add it into the batter. So we have 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You want to use nice quality chocolate, nice quality cocoa powder, as well as 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Just whisk that together, nice and incorporated, and then this is what we will add in later, last, once we have the full batter together. Now we are going to get going on these brownie cookies. The start, a combo of brown sugar and white sugar. 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar to 1/3 of a cup of white sugar. Why? White sugar gives it that craggly, like crunchy, crisp, papery top. The brown sugar makes it nice and chewy and absolutely incredible. You need both. I'm going to throw in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 eggs. We're gonna whisk it together until it is nice and smooth and light in color. Put in a little elbow grease. You wanna make sure all that brown sugar is dissolved. If you have a few lumps here and there, do not worry. When we add in the warm chocolate ganache, it will melt all of it. But you can see this mixture is already getting lighter in color, and that's how you know that you're incorporating a bit of air, which is gonna help make the cookies light and fluffy. Let's add in the chocolate right into the eggs. I'm so excited. You can smell the olive oil. It's so fragrant and adds like the perfect like fruity note to the chocolate. I think it like anything with acid like olive oil, or like I oftentimes will add sumac to anything with chocolate. Anything with acidity kind of brings out like all the flavors of chocolate and makes any chocolate taste better. This is together. We're gonna add in our dry ingredients. Gentle at first so you don't end up with flour all over the counter. We want this thicker than brownie batter because we're baking these into cookies and you do not want them to spread out into pancakes. Now we're just gonna add in 1 cup of milk chocolate chips. You could use semi-sweet, you could use dark, you could use white even if you want to go really crazy. Like this is kind of your time to add in whatever flavors you'd like. peanut butter chips would also be pretty great in this, TBH. So I have tried this recipe many times, tested it through and through here at Feedfeed, and I actually found out that the cookies were not only fluffier, but they also had such a better appearance and like crispy, crackled top when I baked them straight from making the batter itself. It adds one more layer of like, you don't have to wait so long for your dessert. We're going to scoop 2 tablespoon size little balls of batter. You can use a spoon. Don't try to like roll it with your hands. It'll melt and just make a mess. I love a little mini ice cream scoop. If not, use 2 spoons and just kind of like get them down. They don't have to be perfectly round. I'm going to show you my trick after they bake so you have a perfect cookie every time. So let's just get scooping. For these cookies, go into the oven. We're gonna give them a little extra love with some flaky sea salt on top. As you can see, I spaced them out about 2 to 3 inches apart. You wanna make sure they do not like bake into each other. We'll give a nice healthy sprinkle. I'm a salty boy, so I like a heavy sprinkle. So now we are going to pop these into the oven. We're at 350, only 8 to 10 minutes. These cookies bake super quickly, and they're going to be nice and like have those beautiful cracked top, and they're gonna be melty and chocolatey, and let's just get them in the oven so I can eat them. Oh my God. The cookies are out of the oven. As you can see, they're a little misshapen, but I mean, so am I. So you go in with a cookie cutter and you just roll it around, and that helps make it into a perfect circle. You gotta do it quickly as soon as it's out of the oven. So chocolatey. It's rich, but the milk chocolate adds the perfect sweetness. The olive oil adds fruitiness. The salt brings it all together. This is the perfect brownie cookie. If you want the recipe, head to thefeedfeed.com, and I'll see you next time.